I hope that the day is coming on well for you. And for some that the day is over for, I hope it went well. It's good to be here. I'm excited. And when I was invited to speak on Superwoman, wow, I was so excited. It's like you're telling me to talk about how I've got myself to this level, how I've been able to manage, how I've lived each day, and how I'm moving on from where I am currently. We're going to make this session a very, very interactive one. I'm not coming here to open slides and read out presentation to you. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to take us all through a discussion on our reality, the reality of where we find ourselves, the reality of our current situation, the reality of our current position, the reality of our pressures, the reality of our pain too, and then the reality of our successes, how we manage, how we move on, how we push forward. Because really, I started thinking about it when I got this topic, that being a woman is different from being a superwoman, and why do I say so? I started, putting it together. If you are a man and, you're just, you call yourself a superman, how are you different from an ordinary woman who calls herself a superwoman also? Do we really have superwomen? Is it ideal to be called a superwoman? What really is, who really is a superwoman? I mean, what does being a superwoman, what does it entail? And what has it done to us as women? I want you to take a look at this picture I'm going to share with you. And I want to know if it resonates anything to you. If you can see my screen, just let me know. If you can see my screen, just let me know. Can you see my screen?
Yes, sharing has started.
Sorry?
Sharing has
started. Oh, I thought you can see it already.
We can see it now.
Yes, we have it now.
You can see it now. Perfect. Now look at this. What does this suggest to you? I mean, can somebody just say can we just individually say what this picture, I mean, what it means to you, what you can see from this picture, and what is coming into your head just looking at this picture? Okay. Can I think Joy, I'll take Joy first. Looking at this picture, what is coming
I was going to put it in the chat, but for me, when I see this picture, it reminds me of the Superman movies I used to watch when I was a kid. And so I see this woman being able to jump off high rising buildings and saving someone falling from the sky.
Good.
Yeah.
So just hold on with that thought. Somebody falling from the sky. This superwoman is holding someone from falling from the sky, right?
Sky. Yes.
Superwoman wants to help, always wants to help, right?
Yeah,
good.
Exactly.
Good. So Joy, please hold that thought. Let's go to somebody else. Yes. Who is going to talk?
Okay, this is Nancy.
Okay, Nancy.
Yeah, I see the superwoman like in the shape of a man, a woman that has entered into a man and doing the same thing the man can do.
Thank you, Joy. Thank you. So Joy should please hold that thought. Is that Nancy or Joy?
Yeah, it's me, Nancy.
Nancy. So Nancy, please hold that thought, okay? So let me read out the thoughts for Joy. Joy, help is the thought. This woman always wants to help, even at her own expense. Okay, so Nancy is saying that this woman is not herself. She's looking like a man. She's looking like somebody else. So that's the second thought, right? I'm noting it down. So let's hold on to those two. Who else? is going to tell us something different. Looking at
Claudia
this.
here.
Okay,
Claudia here.
Okay.
I think I can see a posture like somebody who is like ready to move. The posture is like ready to move, so ready to do something or save the day. That's what I see.
Okay, so I'm going to call that always having the feeling of you've not done enough. I've not done enough. I just want to move. Okay, so we have three things now: help, always wanting to help people from, you know, falling, making mistake, always just wanting to help. Superwoman. Superwoman, not herself. That's from Nancy, not herself. She's looking like somebody else. And then Claudia is saying that ready to move, always wanting to do more, cannot be still. Okay, so that's the third one. The third thought. Who is going to give us one more? One more here. What do you see in this picture? What can you see? Who is going to give us one more?
Hi.
Or should I lead you
Looks
to?
like she's ready to take on the world.
She's ready to take on the world. Yes, still always on the move, always having that feeling of I've not done enough, right? Okay, can you see, is she beautiful?
Yeah.
Did you see that? Has she been able to maintain her beauty? So that's the fourth thought. She's still looking beautiful still. She still wants to look beautiful. So she's spending time, spending money, spending effort, despite helping people, despite not being herself, despite always wanting to do more, she's still spending time and energy to look beautiful. Did we see that? Does she look healthy? Does she look like she's healthy? She's not looking sick, right? So this superwoman is also spending time to make sure that she's healthy. Can you see she has the hourglass shape, flat tummy, everything looking like the world will pass it okay?
Yeah.
Can you see she's looking like that?
Yes, so, very Barbie looking.
Exactly. So, you know, looking at all of this, do you think that this superwoman exists? Do you think that this superwoman exists or can exist? Looking at all the 5 variables we have identified. 1, always wanting to help people from falling, jumping from the tall building, moving from one location to the other, not being herself. She's already even looking like a man in some aspect. So mental health may be challenged. This woman is also on the move, always wanting to do more every time. This woman is spending time to look beautiful, probably on special diets, you know, and all of that. The same woman, the same person is spending time to look beautiful. Look at her hair, all done, Brazilian hair, Brazilian wig. Do you think this woman exists? So I won't take your responses. Do you think this woman exists?
Yeah, this Petrina, I think more of such women exist. I think so.
Okay. Why do you think they exist? Having all these attributes together, in one single human being.
Well, I think we have a lot of women who are not themselves, but they want to either prove a point to someone.
Exactly.
Or they
so hold the thought.
Please.
Good. Exactly. You have it spot on. Always want to please either the world, always want to please either people, making a statement, impressing. So not ourselves. You cannot exist in another person's skin. You cannot exist in another person's how do I say it now? Being another person. But we're going to get there. So this superwoman actually exists, and I agree with you. Much as we have superwoman, we cannot have superhumans. So that will be the introduction of what I am going to bring on board today. Superwoman, yes, exists, but superhumans do not exist. And more often than not, we have actually brought the two concepts which are different. We have brought it together to make superhuman mean superwoman. So when people say, hey, thumbs up, superwoman, superwoman, what they're actually cheering on is superhuman. Can you jump from a tall building down? No. Much as you're carrying on every day to be that fantastic woman, to be that fantastic person, always meeting goal, always exceeding goal, being a mother, a wife, a student, a teacher, a boss, you know, a choir leader, a church worker, being all of these things together in one body called a superwoman. We have dwelled too long on this concept of superwoman, and a lot of women are breaking by the day. They are broken down each day. Think about it. Think about your experience on a flight. Like you're taking a flight from, say, Nigeria to Ghana, and then you have the flight attendants reading out the rules, safety precautions. Do you know there's something they always say? I'll bring it to your memory now in case you've forgotten. The flight attendants will say, in case of turbulence and the air pressure in the cabin diminishes, your nose mask will fall down from maybe the top or down or whatever. They'll say safely secure your mask, tighten it, make sure you're able to breathe before you help others. I don't know if you always hear that you should have your oxygen mask on, secured, before you try to help another. Why? Because if you don't do that, if you don't have that oxygen mask on and you're trying to help others, you may die while trying to help others. So first lesson for every superwoman is that you need to be all right first before you can even carry on that badge of a superwoman. A lot of times we've got lost into that, how do I say it? Into that mentality of I'm a superwoman, I can move on. Even when you're feeling dizzy, you still want to go on. Even when it's not working, you still want to go on. Yes, it's good, it's fantastic. Wear that badge of a superwoman, but don't forget that you're not a superhuman. So I want you to take a poll with me. Let me even understand your thoughts about, you know, being a superwoman, what you think about yourself, and then where you are today. So I put up a link on the chat. If you can just click on the link, and let's do a poll together. So what will happen is this: I'm going to be asking you some questions. You will respond from the poll, and then we'll have a discussion around it. It's going to be more engaging that way. Let's practicalize it. Log on to that link, use that link, click on that link. I don't think it should disturb the Zoom meeting. So click on the link. It's going to ask you to register.
It's not responding.
It should respond. Let me check it. Should respond. Okay, some are already answering. Some are already answering. Are you a superwoman? I am a superwoman. Do you agree? Yes, some are already answering. I can see some people already answering. Some are already answering. So can you see the screen? Can you see the poll? I don't know if you can see the results. Are you seeing it? You can't. Okay, so let me present it. You should be able to see it now. Can you see it now? Can you see it now?
Not yet.
No, we
Not
still see
yet.
the superwoman
Superwoman.
slide in PowerPoint.
Oh, okay. But on the poll, can you see? Okay, let me take that down and share my screen now. Okay. So you should see my screen now.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So is everyone up? I am a superwoman. Do you agree yes or no?
Well, for now,
After
yes.
explaining to you what this superwoman is like, do you think you're like that woman you just saw?
For now, yes.
Can you see? Can you see it?
Yeah.
Can you see the response? Okay, final answer. Is that everybody? Is that everybody? So who said no? Well, don't worry, we will not reveal your identity. We'll not reveal. So I want to go with everyone. Oh, no is increasing. Whoa. Whoa. Okay. For the people who, oh, wow, the number is increasing. Wow. This is interesting. 40% saying no, I am not that superwoman. Wow. Interesting. This is interesting. This is interesting. So is that the final answer? Okay, so 50-50. Well, let's move on. We'll know as we go on where we are and what we are. So let me move on to the second question. Let me move on to the second question. How about this? Do you see being called a strong woman a compliment? What do you think? Do you see being called a strong woman a compliment? You know, when you're breaking away, you're dizzy, you're tired, you don't want to do that thing, you know, you don't want to do it. And then someone is cheering you up, ah, strong woman, strong woman. Do you think that's a compliment? Do you think it's a compliment, strong woman? Or you are a strong woman now, why can't you do this thing, this small thing? You are a strong woman. Is that a compliment when you hear that? Final answer? Final answer? Okay, this class is divided. This class is divided. Nancy, are you there? Hello, am I talking to myself?
Oh, Tope, we can hear
Yes,
you.
I'm here.
Okay,
So I was on mute. Yes.
okay.
I'm trying to sign in so that I can actually come like contribute, but it's giving me a little bit of it to sign on.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
Okay. Okay, Joy. I actually don't do this, but I think I have to because I'm saying that we have a close figure. Yes is 57%, no is 43%. I don't know if I can just, don't let me call names, if I can just have two people say what they actually picked. Do you see being called a strong woman a compliment? I want to know why, you know, some are saying yes and then why some are saying no, and then if we can talk to it.
Yeah.
Before we move on. So who is going to talk for yes and somebody for no? Why did you change your mind? Somebody just changed their mind now.
I also changed my mind. Initially, I picked yes because my understanding of the question was when someone says that you're a strong woman, for me it's a compliment. But
right.
if they say you're a strong woman in the face of I'm tired, I'm weak, but I still have to do something, then for me it's not a compliment.
Okay.
That's yes. So that's why I changed my mind.
Okay.
So to know.
Okay, to know. Okay. So yes now, who is going to respond? You picked yes and you just want to share with us why you picked yes.
Well, I didn't pick yes, I picked no, but I want to talk on yes because
Okay.
yes actually varies depending on who is actually giving you that compliment. It can be yes, and depending on who is giving you that compliment, it's a no. So I don't know what others think, but when it comes to yes, this is what I think that it comes. Because if maybe you do something and then your husband or your boss looks at you and say, wow, this, like, you're a strong woman. Depending on what you did, it actually carries that weight. But sometimes you look at it, go like, why do you call me a strong woman? You could do the same to why. So that is what I think.
Okay. Do you think that a lot of times women are deceived with that statement? Because they want to get more out from the woman, or they want you to repeat that thing you've just done? Say you're a strong woman. Do you think it's actually being used maliciously sometimes?
Yes, because taking it that the person who is being given that compliment is somebody who actually likes compliments. Even when she's wrong, she still likes the compliment. And when you tell her she's a strong woman, I mean, you move her to do more things that you want her to do for you. So yes, that is what happened. Yeah.
Okay, and I agree with you. So let's move to the next question.
I had a point. I wanted to just say something
Okay.
to
All right.
You know, women are what do they call it? They said they are creatures of the ear. We like to hear things like that.
Yes.
So even though you feel tired and your husband is really edging on that, oh, as for you there, when you know when it comes to these things, you are the only one in this house who can do it. You know that you're tired, you are feeling dizzy, but you will get up because they've said something that has touched that spot of yours that makes you feel that superwoman. So you are getting up, you are almost falling over, but you're going.
Yes.
So I think it's our nature.
Yes. Your explanation has actually touched a part of some of the things I'm going to talk about tonight. You understand? The reason why I'm doing this poll is to make what I'm going to say tonight very short and very easy for me, because you're already saying what some of the things we need to tell ourselves. You understand? Because a woman's brain is a little lower, like 11% smaller than a man's brain. However, a woman's brain has greater volume in terms of the superior temporal context, in terms of insula. A woman's brain has greater volume. Now, because of that greater volume, when you hear something, it processes in your brain and it stays there. You understand? Beyond it staying there, it opens up other senses. So when you hear something good that you like, oh, that guy told me, that man told me, oh, that person said this, it stays in your head. And then you use the same thing, that feeling, to relate with the person the next time. I give you an instance. Maybe you're in an office and then someone says, ah, this yellow dress is so pretty on you. You look so pretty. And this is somebody who doesn't talk to you. I mean, just random person. You will take it as sincere, like, ah, wow, I look so pretty. The next time you go to the market and you see a yellow dress that you want to buy a dress, you may want to pick out a yellow dress because somebody actually complimented you with it. So I'm agreeing with you. We are driven by what we hear, but a lot of times we need to slow down and say, yes, I have had this compliment that I'm a superwoman. I'm the only one that can do this in the house. But right now, I am tired. I need to take a break. Yes, I have heard it. I'm the only one that can do it. But can I train somebody else to do it? Can someone else do it for today? Can I delegate? Because a lot of women are burning out. Burning out because somebody is cheering them on. Ah, you can do it. You can do it. You can do it. Oh, you know, you are the one that does it better. The way you make this stew, I love it. Nobody else can make stew for me. And you're tired. We need to tell ourselves some truths. You need to take a break. You need to know when to stop. Superwoman, are you superhuman? That's why it's leading me to the next question. Does a superwoman equate a superhuman? I need your response. Does it equate a superhuman? Is that the final answer? Everyone? Yes, I think I agree with you. A superwoman is not a superhuman. We have limits to what we can do. There's a way the body repairs itself. That's why sometimes you may feel like you're sick today, and then you just feel, I just need to rest. Let me just take a rest. Without taking any drug, you're fine. The next morning, you're up and about again. It's not because you are a superwoman. It's because, I mean, it's scientific. It's proven. The body repairs itself. The only reason why you fall sick and you cannot stand up is because the body has tried to repair itself from that situation, and then it cannot help it, and so you're down. So a lot of times as women, our body would have done so much for us by trying to repair. At the end of the day, it breaks down. Why? Because we always act as though we are superhuman. Whoa, somebody said yes. Who is that? Are you playing with us? Okay, so the truth is that a superwoman is not a superhuman. Nobody is superhuman. If you burn yourself out, you actually pay for it. So managing every day and grinding towards perfection is what superhumans do. And that's why we need to debunk that being attached to a superwoman. When you grind every day, one day you're going to grind to a halt. You will not be able to move anymore. So the effect of this superwoman concept, we're still going to talk about it. Some of you have mentioned it in some of the responses you're given. Because when you keep thinking, oh, you're a superwoman, I'm the only one that can do this, a lot of times women fail to even ask for help. You're not speaking up because you feel that, oh, I can't do it. They said I'm the only one that can do this. Let's go on to the next question and end this poll. Okay, what are you saying to this? I often get tired, but when I am cheered on with the phrase superwoman, I take the courage to keep on. Be honest with yourself when you're responding to this. I just want to know where we are here. When you get tired, but you know somebody cheers you on to say, superwoman, well done, well done. Do you take the courage to keep on with that thing, even though you're tired and you're burning out? Final answer? Thank you for being honest. A lot of us are like this, yes, including me. When I'm tired, and I get that, superwoman, you are a superwoman, oh, well done. This woman is, in fact, you are whatever. And then I'm ready to go on. I'm ready to complete the task. We need to get out of that. When you're tired, take a break. You know what that would do for you? When you're tired and you take a break and you resume back, you're going to do that thing better. You may complete it faster than you completing it in your tired state. There's no superwoman anywhere. That's the truth. You can be super in terms of your achievements. You can be super in terms of some of the things you've taken up to do. Like, oh, let me try this. Let me do this. And then you can be super in the sense that you don't give up easily. But don't take on badges, carrying on superwoman thing when you're tired, when you're burning out, when you need to rest, when you need to get help. It's okay to finish it late. It's okay not to do it at all. It's okay to fail, because if you fail today, you're going to learn the process better than people who are going to do it all over again. What you have learned in your failure is that you have learned that process and you're not new to that route. So you may do it better and even win an award. So let's move on to the next one. Let's see what we have there. So do you feel the need to get more things done every time? This is you now. Do you think, oh, I've not done enough, I need to do more every time? Superwoman. Superwoman. You feel you need to do more every time. You're on the move. You're on the move. Wow. It's not bad to want to do things more. But can I ask you, what is the motive? Why do you want to do more every time? Is it for yourself? Is it just for society? Is it just because you're running from failure? Is it because you just want to tick the box? Some boxes you feel that, oh, the environment has created. A woman must be a BSc holder. A woman must go to school. A woman must not depend on a man. A woman must not, is it the boxes that society have actually created for you that you're ticking? That is why you just need to do more. I don't like my house dirty, not because I like it clean though, but I'm going to have a visitor next week. And so I have to keep it clean. So I'm not doing it because I want the environment clean. I'm doing it because a visitor is coming. So what are your motives? Why are you always on the move? What exactly are you running towards? These are some of the things that should define us. If really we want to call ourselves super women, we must be able to know what exactly is defining us. I wish you would take that as a note for yourself. What is it that is driving you? What defines you? What makes you who you are? That's the exact thing that will make you rest and assured that you are actually a superwoman. So to the last question, before we go back to our discussion, this is the last question. Which of these drives you? I don't want to fail. That's why I'm always on the move. I don't know what people will say. That's why I'm always on the move. I just love to win. That's why I'm always on the move. I want to conclude on anything I start. That's why I'm always on the move. I don't like leaving things. Once I start something, I just want to finish it. That's what drives me. Or I just love to win. That's just me. It doesn't matter what anybody says. I just want to win. Or I'm doing it because, the environment, what will people say now? And they will just say that I'm laid back. I'm just rocking bottom. So what is driving you exactly? Do you want to conclude on anything you start? I just want to conclude on anything I start. I don't like starting things without finishing it. Is this the final answer? Is this the final answer? Is this all? Okay. Kindly conclude your votes because I'm going to talk on this now being the last question on the poll. I hope nobody's going to change the answer. Okay, so that's fine. 50% of the audience. Please help me. Have we all voted? Have we all voted? Have we all voted? Can we go on? Have we all voted? Oh, I can see the chat. We have limits to what we can do. I didn't get that. I can't click. Oh, so it's not everybody that is voting. Oh, wow, sorry. Okay, are we fine now? Please, can you give me feedback in the chat box? Are you fine now? Can you vote? Please, if you're fine, just give me a feedback. Oh, yes, all good. Fine. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so can I take this as final answer? Final. Can I take this as final? Okay, yes. So 43% of the audience saying I'm driven because I don't want to fail. I'd have loved to ask why you don't want to fail. You don't want to fail because you can't handle failure. You don't want to fail because, what will people say that I failed? You don't want to fail because you just think that failing is wrong. You just must not fail. I wish I can get a response. But let me move on to the next one. Some are also driven by what will people say? Oh, wow, please, superwoman. No, no, please. It doesn't matter what anybody says. It does not matter what they think. It doesn't matter how they even say it. No, it doesn't matter what anybody says, anybody at all says. It's about you, really. Do you know that if you are bothered about what people say about you, you will live your life running every day? Do you know why? Because their standard keeps changing. What they want to see today is totally different from what they want to see you do tomorrow. Do you understand? Let me give you an instance. Here in Nigeria, in the music industry, we have these twin artists, P-Square. I'm sure you also know them. When they were apart, they fell apart, and then people started screaming, why twins and all of that? Why would they be apart? And then there was so much noise in the social media about the fact that they were apart for 5 years. Now, these guys came back. Do you know that there's a fresh gist about their coming back? You know, at the point, I'm like, what do people really want? When these guys were apart, you said they should come together. Now they are together, you're saying something else. So you cannot live your life on what people say. Point number two. The point number one is you can't help others when you're not fine. Point number two is this. You cannot run your life on what people say. If not, you will live every day of your life trying, every day of your life running, every day of your life trying to please one person. Please, even though you're burning out, you're going to live your life trying every day. Do you want to live like that? But really, that's how super women live. They just want to, what will they say? How will they say? Will they not say that I've not been like this? Will they not say that I'm not a PhD holder now? And then you're going for, come on, do what makes you comfortable. And if you are driven by what people say, your energy will burn out faster. You will burn out faster because that motivation is not coming from within you. It's coming from external. So you're going to run better if you're the one cheering yourself on. Point number three, be your cheerleader. Be your own cheerleader. I love what I do. I'm happy about it. I just love the way it is. And I'm going to move on. I will keep moving on this way. I love to wear black, no matter what anybody says. Why? Because I just love it. I love to look good every time. It doesn't matter what they say. Let me give you an example of myself. During the pandemic, we're working remotely at some point, and then we resumed gradually. And so people were dressing down to work. I didn't understand what dress down is all about. So I kept dressing normally the way I used to dress. And then somebody came to meet me one day and said, why are you always dressing every day as if you're going to a party? I said, work is like party. I don't party. So when I buy clothes, where do you expect me to wear them to? So when I'm coming to work, I look good every day, not for anybody, for myself. And so do you know what? It has not, it has not stopped. Nothing moved me because I did not start dressing well because of anybody. I show up looking good every day because I just want to look good. It makes me feel good. So that's why it has not stopped. Even though somebody complained about it, like, you always dress as if you're going for a party every day. Yeah, what can be party to me? I look good for myself. So take this. When you do things because of people, it's not sustainable. What will sustain you is the fact that you found the purpose yourself. So to the next one, I just love to win. Fantastic. This drives me. I love to win every time. But do you remember that failure can come? Can you handle it? If the only thing you love to do is just to win always, will you be fair on others? If all you love is to win always, will you be fair? Won't you be tempted to bring somebody down so that you can move on and win? It's good to love to win, but when failure comes, can you handle it? A lot of times with this superwoman concept, a superwoman concept is all about, I just want to be in the limelight. I want to win always. I want everybody to see that I'm there. I want them to feel me. I'm the superwoman. I can do it all by myself. I don't need anybody. I don't think that that is also sustainable. It's good to love to win. It's good to drive towards winning, but make sure it is sustainable. Somebody engaged me one day and I said that I do not engage into a transaction that does not affect everyone involved, that does not benefit everyone involved. You know why? Because it will be strange. What comes to my mind is, what's in it for you? Why are you helping me? Why are you moving me to do this? Why are you coming to me? What's in it for you also? Because that's the only way it can be sustained. You can have success today, but will you have success tomorrow? So what I will look for is a lasting success. What can I do today that will win about it today, and then I'll win tomorrow, I'll win next tomorrow? Sustainable success, sustainable winning. So if I win today and I fail tomorrow, can I still win another time? That's the drive for me. So a superwoman that is up today can be down tomorrow. So this superwoman concept that makes it like, oh, it's great to have a perfect job, to have a perfect children, to have a good relationship, to always be on top, it does not really happen. It doesn't really happen. That's the truth. So don't let anyone push you into believing everything is perfect. Like some people will say, the grass is always green on social media. Things always look good out there. People present it to you to make you feel that, oh, they're not going through any issue. I'm a superwoman out there. It's all a lie. So I'm here to debunk it to you. It is all a lie. Everything looks good on the outside. If it looks so good on the outside and you're breaking inside, are you really a superwoman? If everybody cheers you on to say superwoman, and then you get home, you lie down on your bed and you're crying, are you really a superwoman? A superwoman feels good in and out. A superwoman has a sustainable track record. She's doing it consistently. If she's appearing good always. She's not doing it because people say she should do it. If she's going to tell you good morning, she's someone who will tell you good morning every day, not because you're a celebrity. If she's going to help you, she will help you every time she feels that, oh, it's time to help somebody, but not at her own expense. A superwoman will not be on the ground and trying to help another person on the ground while she's still on the ground. No, that's not a superwoman. So the last one says, I want to conclude on anything I start. Fantastic. That's what we're talking about. Self-motivated is internalized. When you internalize a process, it gets you better. That's a superwoman. I start something, I want to finish it. I find this purpose as something, I want to do this and I find it purposeful. I just want to carry on with it. You know, it also helps your mental health. I don't know if you've done a session on mental health. I want to believe so. When you internalize your motive, if it comes from within you, it will truly define you as a superwoman. But if it is not internalized, it will not be sustainable. You will not be able to carry on, you know, with that. So I think I would stop a bit here to take comments, reactions, you know, from you. But before I stop, you know, a superwoman can be a dropout. I hope you know. A superwoman can be that same dropout who is fulfilled, that same dropout who is satisfied, who is secure, knowing that work and play is actually ordered by God. That's the summary of what I'm saying. When you stay rested on the fact that there are only very few things you can change, only very few things that you can actually change, you will actually be that superwoman. You can't change a lot of things. So why are you struggling with it? Why are you not internalizing your motive? This is the reason why I'm doing this. And that makes me super. Because when you are able to sustain a particular process or a particular action, you are fine. Some people will start a very small business, very, very small business, and you see that business growing. Do you know why the business is growing? Consistency. That woman is always there. There are some shops that, oh, if I want to do grocery at night, maybe I'm going home now. There's some shops I will not try to visit. You know why? Because when I get there, they may have closed. But there are some particular one that I know any time of the day that I go there, they are always there. Or I want to buy beverage. These guys will always have. You will go there first before you go to the one that, you know, they may be there, they may not be there. So that's the thing about sustaining, you know, your process, sustaining your motive. Let it be that what is guiding you is from within you. Internalize it. That is what exactly makes you a superwoman. It's not about how people are cheering you on, superwoman, oh, super, when you're breaking, when you're going down. No, that's why I've come to debunk it to you that, see, a superwoman is not a superhuman. A superwoman is just about, one, being able to sustain your winning, what you've started. Can you sustain it? It means that that is you every time. When it's time to rest, you take your rest. When you're failing, you know how to handle failure. You start up again and do it again because you know that you'll win it the second time or the third or the fourth or the fifth time you're trying it. That's a superwoman. Not about what people are saying, not how they are saying it, not about societal acceptance. If you go on social media, you see a lot of things. You see a lot of couples smiling, a lot of ladies smiling, they're doing well. And at the end of the day, when they get to their houses, they go there, lie down, and they start crying because that's not them. If you're a superwoman, you will live truly as a superwoman, living your life the way you want it. Living your best the way you want it, doing what exactly you want to do, not what society says you should do. I think I should rest on this and then take questions, comments.